Hey right guys, Trish Munch's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 4 of the original season 1. This isn't meant to be up for like a week and a half, but I'm just in the mood for the originals. I don't know why. Like, I'm just like, I loaded up Yellow Jackets. I was like, loaded up One Tree Hill, which usually I'm always in the mood for, but that just had an awful episode, the one where they're all superheroes, so that put me off wanting to watch another episode. And then I was like, the last episode of the originals was actually pretty good, so yeah, I'm in the mood for an originals, and hopefully it's a good one. In case I'll be disappointed that I chose it. But episode 4, guys, if you enjoy, make sure to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want the early and uncut reactions to the originals, the Vampire Diaries, and every other show that I do, like Grey's Anatomy, Friends is nearly done, but every other show, then Patreon will be linked down below. But for now, episode 4, let's do this.
Using my unborn child as leverage, though I suspect they have ulterior motives.
Yeah, I'm surprised Haley trusted the witch to be doing that to her.
Such terms mean nothing. People do what is in their best interest, regardless of who gets hurt.
Yep.
I believe to be an appropriate response to a harsh and unfair world.
No offense, but I'm not sure I follow why you've invited me here.
Oh.
Because I enjoy your company. And I sense you have the
Why.
capacity for understanding someone of my complexity.
Mr. Mystery. We had a teacher in my school called Mr. Mystery. How cool's that?
I want to help both of these women, protect one and free the other. So, tell me, Cammy, does that sound evil to you?
You like to twist words, Klaus, so
Unstable personal relationships,
yeah.
stress-related paranoia,
Calling Klaus unstable
chronic
is
anger
an
issues, fear
understatement.
of abandonment. I think you could benefit from talking to someone professionally.
Yes, imagine Klaus goes to therapy. That'd be a banger of it up. Klaus needs mad therapy, like thousands of years of it.
Okay, what are we writing?
My memoirs, of course. Someone should know my story. And it will give us time to discuss other riveting subjects. You see, Marcel wants you. And because of that, he will trust you, which serves me.
She's compelled, right?
On the one side, there's me. And on the other, Marcel. Along with a very powerful witch and an army of
Davina.
vampires.
What?
Jeez, alright, mate.
You're frightened. Don't be.
I'm not scared anymore. That's amazing. How did you...
It's called compulsion. It's a neat bit of vampire trickery. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, my vampires without compulsion would be done.
Sucker's resilient. He's like a cockroach in a suit. Doesn't matter.
First.
Time to give old Elijah back to Klaus anyway. Davina, we've been through this. Klaus saved my life. I owe him one. Since he wants his brother back.
Tonight's the annual Dauphine Street Music Festival. I want to go.
We need to get Elijah back. It's been 3 eps now.
You being up here so you're never spotted out there. You know who works smack in the middle of Dauphine Street? Sophie Devereaux. Pain in the ass witch, and you know what the witches will do to you if they find you.
But you control the witches.
I was going to say, couldn't you just kill them for that? Well, she's going to sneak out then. Let's get that out of the way.
Did you know I can make someone's blood boil? All I have to do is focus.
We can do it to Marcel. He's sweating already.
Fine, we compromise. All right,
I feel like they
going out
actually
alone
get
too
along.
dangerous, but I'll introduce you to a friend of mine that's going to be there.
Suddenly remember that you just told me you're a vampire and you're mind controlling me. And then you leave and I go back to thinking you're just some hot guy with a cute ass.
Thanks for getting that out of the way.
He's bringing someone to the music festival tonight. A
Hell
girl he's
yeah.
mentoring, apparently.
Got our first festival of the show. They had a party last time. I won't say that was a festival.
I could set her straight, but I said no.
I'm gonna go ahead and insist you change your answer to yes.
You're gonna force me to do this, aren't you? Why even bother with politeness?
Because I like you.
He has a thing for blondes, I think.
In addition to being Marcel's rather potent secret weapon, this girl, Davina, is holding my brother captive. In other words, girl needs your help. Call Marcel. Tell him you'd be happy to oblige.
A lot of women would kill to have a child. Strikes me as odd that you're not taking better care of yours.
Okay, Rebekah. I think a bit jealous on that one. Have we ever heard if Rebekah wants to be a mum? I imagine she probably would want to be based on that response.
Please, sister, tell me you're not still at it with the internet search. How does one begin, anyway?
Using AT&T.
Like looking for a needle in a rather large pile of needles.
What?
Rob Marcel of his secret weapon. Bring our brother home.
Yeah, we have to get Elijah back now. This ep, I reckon. Cool.
So, any way to fast track the whole getting a daylight ring thing?
This guy's so unbothered that he's a vampire.
You shut up about Thierry, all right? Didn't deserve what he got. Marcel was just showing off for Klaus. Can't wait till his ancient ass is out of here.
Ooh, so no one likes...
You and me both.
Look alive, boys.
Marcel?
We got ourselves one high-class original vampire. You've seen him with the bartender.
Got that plain Jane that he carries on with.
Plain Jane. Now.
The tiniest bit of closure. And then I can leave New Orleans and I'll be sure to take Klaus with me.
Like, you could do that. Yeah, Clash, come with me. Oh, okay, yeah, because he listens. I know she's, I think, playing him, but...
Send word through the cauldron. Any witches come here, we kill them.
Cool.
And while we're at it, no originals. I don't like how Rebekah's been snooping around.
No originals. There's two you have to worry about, and they're both here. She's either going to run off, something's going to happen, and she'll be like, I shouldn't have left. Oh. This place is way better than Mystic Falls.
So we should
A
probably
guy she's going to like.
You said you weren't gonna hover.
Again, I like it that it feels like, at least. It could be putting it on, but it feels like they actually do both like each other in some way. I wouldn't say he feels like a father figure, but potentially could get there.
Send them in now and tell them to do it quickly.
Here we go, yep. Haley trusting witches that she's hung out with for, like, a day. Yeah, I'll go to this random hut and not tell anyone in the swamp. Yeah, go for it, mate.
I was worried he thought I was some hothead after that display at the masquerade.
We all have our hot-headed moments.
Yeah, but I don't know if we bury people alive and chain them to walls. These guys are popping off.
So what's his name? Hot guy with the fiddle.
Probably Fiddle.
Tim,
Tim the Fiddle.
How long have you two known each other?
since we were 10.
Oh, so she wasn't born in the attic there. I love generic human dancing. Let's just do this. It's like the least amount of effort, but you're still technically dancing. Who the hell's this goofy guy?
Church is closed. You want your horror fix, go take a ghost tour.
I don't much care for ghosts.
This is the right place, isn't it?
I've been on a town tour of them all day. I noticed the windows of your attic have shutters.
Are you really interested in shutters?
Yeah, it's the same place. Marcel just walked through her at the start.
St. Anne's used to be the heart of the neighborhood. It's been abandoned for a while now. Since the night of the massacre.
Ah, the night of the massacre. Is that Lucas Scott?
9 seminary students were killed.
I think last time I watched this episode, I wouldn't have even known who Lucas Scott was. Oh, okay.
You're standing on blood.
I'm not squeamish. Where's the attic?
That would suck if you were a vampire and you were scared of blood. Squeamish.
Where is the attic?
Past the sacristy. Up the stairs.
Thank
His
you.
eye didn't
Now forget I was here.
dilate, so I think he's taking the vein. Yeah, I don't think that worked on him. Usually if it doesn't work on someone, their eye doesn't, it pulls in and out. Elijah. Cool. Oh, she got sent to a flashback.
What the bloody hell?
Oh, like actually, as in she...
What is all this?
You don't remember?
1951.
Also, I need you to know it's not another of Davina's tricks.
Oh.
Well, how are you even awake?
Davina withdrew the dagger.
Unaware that doing so even once would negate its power.
In a few hours,
Right.
I should be as good as new.
So pop me back into the attic and we can find a way to get you out.
The dagger's still in you, though. Do I need to remind you of the times you got stabbed 3 times within like 2 episodes?
In the meantime, I need you to look after Haley. She is our family now. So I need her and her unborn child to fall underneath our...
Well, she's ran off with some random witches, so...
Your baby's heart rate is perfect.
I knew it. She's a tough one like her mom.
Hopefully she's smarter than her mum.
It's a unique birthmark.
We're pretty much done here, right?
Haley, where are you?
Your blood pressure's a bit high. I've got something for it.
And here we go. Activate the plan. There you go. Just send her where she is so Rebekah can get here now. Boom. Oh, the squad's rolled on up.
You know, I'm actually not that good with pills.
Now you realised you've been walked into a trap. Yep, here we go. Go on, Haley, do something. Nice. Hell yeah, get wrecked. That would get booted off in 3 seconds. Really? The most rattly lock ever? There we go. Oh, she got out rapid! Fair play, fair play. Gotta imagine getting jammed with a needle with that much force. Ugh.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, Timmy.
I believe you and I share an acquaintance. Be a good lad and help me send her a message.
God, he's just compulsing everyone in town, isn't he?
Well, he couldn't have gone far. He just got off stage a minute ago.
It doesn't matter. This was a stupid idea.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't. Davina.
Just forget it.
Don't let her out of your sight.
And back into the shadows.
Wait, Davina.
Hey, Tim, I got your note.
I got your text message.
Thanks for meeting me here.
It's so amazing to see you. I can't even believe I'm standing here right now. I just... Wow.
Oh, mate, this is Emmy-worthy acting, to be fair.
I mean, the place can't be bad for all time just because one bad thing happened, right?
What's it? Auschwitz can't be a bad place. Don't know about that one, Davina.
I need to take care of some things.
Oh, are you okay? I mean, you look okay. You look great, actually.
Goofy laugh.
But I need you to know that even though I was away, I miss you.
Okay, yeah.
This place does have good acoustics.
Oh, you are not about to whip out the fiddle, or whatever it's called. Oh, he is. Come on, mate. Bust out tune. Slipknot, let's go. There's a red wedding. To be fair, that instrument does sound pretty good. Very depressing and gloomy.
The boy has a gift. You can't compel someone to play like that.
Surely you could play the
I know
piano
what you are.
professionally. Could you do that if they didn't have the skill? Could you still compel them to do it? I guess not, based on what you just said. I've not thought about that.
There are always signs, symptoms, before someone has a psychotic break. The guy who did this had none.
Is she a psychiatrist?
He didn't drink, he didn't do drugs.
You're well informed on the matter.
Or she's a bartender? Oh, it's her brother one. I'm gonna go if it's her brother.
Didn't you?
Do I remember that?
His name was Sean.
He was her brother.
He was my brother.
That came back to me right then in that moment. Oh, he's the twin. That's like the first thing I've remembered in 4 eps. I don't know why it was that, but...
And I hate it. I hate that I couldn't help him.
We all must stand alone against our demons.
After this episode, actually, we were a quarter of the way back to where I was.
The sister, Rebekah, I saw her earlier, snooping around the church, asking about the attic.
Bro, take a breath, just talk your sentence.
You got a problem on your hands.
No disrespect.
Speaking in full
For you
stops.
and your church, but just so I know, are you here to help or are you just gonna drop in with criticism?
You two are absolutely adorable.
Why did it take about 5 minutes to walk here?
Go, sit down, count to 100,000.
100,000?
Quietly now, there's a good boy.
How long would that take? Like 2
I
days?
assume you know who I am. Then let's get right to it, shall we?
There's 86,400 seconds in a day, so it's going to take him just over a day. At least he didn't say a million.
If Marcel can't protect you, Then what of those you care about?
No, we're gonna kill
Anyone
Tim
tries to
already.
hurt anyone I care about.
I reckon she's actually gonna wreck Klaus right now.
Sounds like you don't need Marcel at all. Perhaps you've suspected it
She's gonna
all along.
boil his blood.
Your dear friend Marcel tricks you alone, while young Timothy moves on with his life.
You feel that?
He's like,
It's your
yeah, I
blood
do.
stirring boil.
Yeah, I told you, get right instantly. This sweat rapid.
Such a shame to lose him.
Yeah, fair enough. There you go. He was just counting.
Don't you dare hurt him!
I hope I won't have to, sweetheart. But then that depends on you.
God, alright, Tim, guys. Oh.
Let him go now!
Oh, bro.
Well with demands.
Oh. Well, I guess, right. She could just, like, snap his neck now.
Swear allegiance to me alone and the boy lives. Stand against me.
Ooh. It's just Bonnie. This is exactly what Bonnie does. Not even well hidden. Look around you. You can see. Okay. Right. No one heard that. Right. Get right, mate. Who's this guy?
Who are they? Witches?
Terrible.
Warlocks,
She
whatever?
just stood up for him in 4 seconds.
No more of them.
Oh, okay.
Run!
Why just kill him? You just wrecked him. Just do it again. Oh. Oh.
Rebekah!
Oh, fuck. Yeah. And the classic, we wreck them until the storyline tells us otherwise. You killed this lot then. Or is he? Yeah. Their limbs have flew off, that's someone else.
Haley? Haley?
I don't think there's Haley, man! Tim! Everyone's favourite character.
Please, don't hurt me.
It wasn't my intent to. But sadly, I've run out of time to play nice.
Does he make him jump off the balcony? Oh no, he just throws him over the balcony. Right. Such a prick. Like, he just didn't need to do that. Oh, he's still alive, okay.
Tim? Oh no.
Oh no, Tim. Oh, bro.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
One of the tragic consequences of war. Innocent bystanders. What terrible guilt you'll have to live with. Young Timothy's blood on your hands. All you have to do is ask.
How is Marcel not here already? He could just zap here.
For you, Davina. With pleasure.
Oh, Tim, calm down, bro.
You will forget everything that happened,
At least you don't have to count to 100,000.
including the fact that you saw Davina.
What? No.
No.
If he remembers seeing you, he might come looking. You really should be more careful.
Come on, Tim.
All fixed. Now you owe me a favor.
Not as powerful as you thought she was then. What a shocker. She wasn't very smart as well. Like, he had Tim by the neck. And she's like, oh, I'm going to break Klaus's leg. It's like, that's going to do nothing.
Wow. You abandoned your quest for power to help out your family. Having an off day?
Who took her, Rebekah?
I don't know.
What do you mean, you don't know?
If it wasn't Haley who killed them, then...
Tyler Lockwood! Or Jeremy, but Jizzy shows up in one
Tell
out.
me what happened.
I can't remember.
You've completely healed. There's not a scratch on you.
Wait, so she did it?
Being a werewolf, remember?
No, not that fast.
Leave her alone. It's the baby. The vampire blood.
Oh, it's made her OP.
Klaus's blood in your system can heal
Oh, that's
any
just healed.
wound.
Okay, never mind. I thought she was the one who shredded him.
Your own child healed you.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
The witches were supposed to protect you. When I get my hands on Sophie Devereaux.
It wasn't Sophie. It was Agnes.
It was Agnes, to be
Sophie,
fair.
it's all the same to me. I'll slaughter the lot of them.
No, Elijah gets there first. Elijah.
Everyone's favourite original.
Did you find him? He's been in touch, and he has a plan. Only asks that we take care of you.
Oh, she likes that. Someone looking out for Haley is what she needs, to be fair. And I think Rebekah is as well, in her own way.
I've got you, love.
I've got you, love. Yeah, not the smartest Haley, but she did make up for it. She did smash that. She wasn't like a damsel in distress or anything, which I was just worried about. Like, please no.
Sneaks away from your party, and that's our fault. What, Marcel? You gonna send me to the garden now, too?
Okay. He'll wake up. It means nothing.
I've already found my queen.
Cammy, the bartender.
Hell yeah.
Stop fooling yourself, Marcel. She's comfort food. Something to distract you from what you really want.
No. We'll be taking Cammy blasphemy, Cammy slander. Even though, to be fair, let's be honest, he clearly wants Rebekah. Yeah. Oh, wait, I thought he went in for the kiss there. Like a split second. I think Klaus and Cammy were better, to be fair. And I think, luckily for me, I never, like, shipped Caroline and Klaus so much where I'm like, ugh, where's Caroline? They were good, but it just made no sense. Cammy doesn't know anything that Klaus has done, so this kind of makes sense.
And you said something about Sean standing alone against his demons. When he killed those men, I thought he must be mentally ill, but
What if
it was demons?
Or demons, yeah.
We'll bring your brother back. Your only hope for peace is to forget this.
No.
I don't know about that, Klaus. Oh, he's gonna make her forget.
You to remember. The knowledge will eat away at you.
He does seem a bit attached very quickly, to be fair. Step 4, bro, calm down.
Power aside, I am trying to honor my brother.
What about my brother?
Klaus is getting all emotional again.
My twin brother. We were bonded our whole lives. And I need to know who did this, and I need to make this right. No, don't take this away from me!
How about we don't, Klaus?
Do nothing.
Oh, God.
Your brother was ill. He killed those people and himself.
Such a penis. I love Klaus, but he's such a penis. I don't ship these two now.
I know that your brother is at peace, and that you needn't worry.
I think him compelling her to try and get to Marcel is one thing, but then that's like, ugh.
I will make sure whoever harmed your brother will suffer.
I think she wants to do that, though.
I'll need to be good.
And the music's better in this show, as a side note. It's less, like, actual songs, and I feel like the score's actually decent. Don't get me wrong, it ain't Succession or Game of Thrones or any of that, but it's an improvement from Vampires, I think.
It's alright, Davina.
Oh, it's awake. Finally, let's go.
I don't mean you any harm. Though I do think it's time we had a talk.
He looks a bit ill. Finally, perfect time. I was like, if he stayed dead into Ep 5 as well, because let's be honest, Elijah coming back was always going to be at the end of an episode, so if it was like the end of Ep 5 onwards, it'd just be too long. Like, this is the originals. I think killing him in Ep 1 was a bit wild, but it's only been, Eps 2, 3, and 4 now that he stayed dead, so it's not been too bad. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, so, yeah, what I was going to say about the show, I like that it kind of... Vamp Diaries is very much the romance side of things. There's more going on in the Vamp Diaries than just the romance, but more so with just season 1 of the show, I feel like it was a lot of, like... And I get it, it's fine, it's primarily a romance. The romance between Stefan and Elena and then getting Damon involved. That was the main storyline in season 1. And season 1 banged, don't get me wrong. Whereas this, it feels like they're trying to do more early on. Like, based on the first 4 episodes of both shows, I'd say I was more... I think looking back, I was probably into the Vampire Diaries more than this based on the first 4 episodes. But I feel like this has more potential and it's set up a lot more early on than what the Vampire Diaries did. Like I say, Vampire Diaries' first 4 episodes was mainly Damon versus Stefan, what's Damon up to, and the romance. And I think they did that very well. Whereas this, it's like you have the family drama with Elijah, you have Rebekah trying to look out for Haley, like Haley being pregnant. You got Marcel and Elijah, Klaus wanted to take back New Orleans and, you know, being in the shadows and whispering in everyone's ear, trying to get them to do his bidding. You got Elijah who's just come back as well. You got Cammy, like her, trying to find out what happened to her twin. There's like a lot more going on, I feel. So yeah, like I say, first 4 episodes, I think I was definitely more into the Diaries than this at the moment. But this had a very rocky first episode. I feel like it technically has only really been, for me, 3 episodes of the show, not even though we've done 4, because I don't count that first episode. That was such a stinky pilot. Again, primarily because I'd watched season 4, episode 20 of the Vampire Diaries. But yeah, this was a really good episode. This was the best out of the 4 that I've had so far. I felt like the last episode got really good after the 15-20 minute mark, whereas this, it was just good from the get-go, and it got better as the episode went on. So, seeing a lot more Davina this episode. I don't like to go on about people's acting. I think I always hear myself sounding like such a dick when I go in on people's acting. But what I will say is I'm hoping Davina's acting gets better, because she's obviously going to be a huge part of this show, and the acting wasn't great. It wasn't the worst thing I've seen. Like, I'll throw in that, but it wasn't great, which is unfortunate. Because again, I feel like she's going to be a big part of the show. So hopefully it improves a bit as it goes on. There was just some line delivery from her and the actor who played Tim that was just like... And again, when you're up against... And again, these aren't like Emmy-worthy actors or Emmy-worthy characters or anything, but when you're up against like Klaus and Elijah and Rebekah, even Marcel, is like, you do stand out if you're not kind of on their level, or kind of close to being on that level. So yeah, I did stand out a bit more with that one. Back in the day, I gave this a 7. I can imagine I gave it a high 7 though. I can't imagine I gave this just a 7 out of 10, because this has a 79%, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. I'd give this like a 7.8 out of 10. I think it was the best out of the 4 that I've had so far. The storylines were really good. The only issue Hayley was just not the smartest. Like, I don't know, like, she did handle it herself, so I think it made up for it, but her kind of just going off with the witches and putting all her trust in them, I just thought was like, you've known them for a few days, and you're putting all, like, the trust of you and your baby into these witches that you... sure, you know what the world of vampires, witches and werewolves is like. I wouldn't be sneaking off to a random cabin in the marshes with them to get some, don't know, baby powder or whatever she was doing. So, but she did handle it herself when she got out of there, so it kind of makes up for that a bit more. And it didn't pull me off Hayley's character or anything like that. It's just the one thing that was a bit like, come on, what are we doing? But yeah, other than that, very, very good episode. So I'm going to go a 7.8 out of 10 for this episode. I can imagine that's around what I gave it last time. I'd assume. Again, I'm not going to go back and check what the exact rating I gave it, but I bet it's around that. So, yeah, there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments, and I'll see you next time for episode 5. We are a quarter of the way to getting back to where I was at, because I believe, like I say, it was episode 18 or something. So, quite far in season 1, unfortunately, but I'm glad I'm rewatching these. I know I was debating whether to rewatch them or not, but I'm glad I am. I was going to rewatch them either way, but whether it was on camera or off camera. And I'm glad I'm doing it on camera, because I feel like I've got quite a few new thoughts as well. So, yeah, I'll see you next time for episode 5. Until then, take care. Peace.